What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Newcastle United Football Manager 2023 save on the beta. Don't forget to leave a like and get a comment in. Thanks to all you guys that have been interacting on the series. Greatly appreciate it. I'm really just kind of starting to love this save at the moment. It was disappointing not to beat Liverpool. We had a decent performance and opportunity to win because they had two sending offs. It was, pretty crazy. So today's games, Wolves and Everton, we're going to continue keep playing the games. Hopefully you guys enjoy them, opposed to, playing the games off camera. Maybe we'll get to a point like that. We'll see how the series progresses, but I'm just really enjoying this proper let's play kind of style at the moment. Hope you guys are as well. But we're gonna really focus on these two games today, Wolves and Everton. Let's progress into the first one here, home against Wolves, hunting after 3 points, and the focus is to hold top of the table. So player opposition instructions, and we've been very good at home, especially. Really liked how we're going, and I feel like we have no injury issues, but it's St. Maximin, 3 to 5 weeks, but that's relatively it from the start. Shelby starts injured, 3 to 6 weeks. He'll be a decent addition, but unfortunately, because of his injury, declining and 30, we let his contract run out because I think he'll be really hard to sell if we offer him a new deal. And then Kraft, he's going to be in a different situation because he's contracted for the following season, but I think we'll probably sell him. We'll see what we do with him, though. And even if we take a look at Shelby, no, he doesn't have a trigger. Some players have triggers because, I got a Man United save I'm doing on the stream, and there was a few players actually I could renew their contract or trigger an extension more specifically. He's still very good creatively. I see him probably going down to the championship. Someone signing him because he can still play a role, playmaking, and good strength. He still has something to offer, definitely, still at a professional level. And Wood, ideally I wanted him, but we needed him to get fitness as well. So at the same time, I assume it's probably not going to be like the last game. We're going to go desperate and flood players forward. What's the odds that's going to be the case? You never know, though. Fabian Schär's actually got some interest from Wolves. So, see how he performs today and if it helps Wolves' interest. But he's not really someone. Let's take a quick look at him. He's 30, okay. When the age and only 12 natural fitness. That's very concerning, actually. I changed my opinion very, very quickly looking at some more details. So get your feedback on that. But I think definitely, suddenly, he's a contender to be sold. So almost want him to have a good performance here. And then Lewis has got interest from Everton and Crystal Palace. Maybe we could... No. Murphy is the one. He's the one listed and there's no interest. And also Longstaff, there's a bit of interest. It says major interest from Wolves. So maybe we'll bring him on off the bench. If he's going to fit, I'm not basing my selection off of Wolves and their interest in my players. But it's good to know they have some, I guess. Ange Postecoglou taking over Wolves. Australia manager. Very good at what he does. I've seen that on a more local level in Australia, and then also, you've seen he's gone abroad and has done very well, and he could see himself in the Premier League. Also, the fact that it's happened in FM, generally FM simulate things fairly correctly, not necessarily him moving to Wolves, but that he's got a site to go manage in England, and definitely I think he can find a spot, and also. I've probably taken Wolves a bit more seriously now and see this as a harder game. So media's given us credit and we're going to stay steady with that reaction. Pretty motivating. And then, let's take a look at these guys. Fraser really he's actually done pretty well. I mean, look at that. They're still staying there. That actually works well while we talk about him. Ryan Fraser. I mean, this helps while we think he probably is not going to have a long-term future at the club, aka I want to probably sell him next season. So it's probably good he has, plays as well as he can, garner as much interest. Even if he doesn't get interest now, if and when, well, I don't even want to say if and when, I just like saying that. When we list him, there should be some lying interest there. So let's get right into it. Let's just get straight into our game. Come on. Pretty early if you're going to have not necessarily a good game, but if you get your style, your press, when you get that press going, pressure on the opponents. But yeah, we don't want to go too hard too early in terms of our opinions. We want to keep steady because we could easily concede or we can easily score. He's the man we talked about just now. Fabian Schär makes it 1-0. So he's a good player. He's an important player. You don't want to quickly react to getting rid of one of your better players, but also with Botman, he's his current partner. It's not like he's going to replace him, but it's like you've still got a guy that's probably going to keep developing and be our best centre-back, and then we can also get a replacement for Schär. So it's not like we're going to be left vulnerable, and we know the money we'll have for the next transfer window, or next season. Moutinho. See, that's a thing as well. I know we're going to want to... Well, yeah. I'm going to record a lot of episodes anyway, guys. So, yeah, even if we're recording all, if not most games, we're going to get through seasons. Not too slowly, I'd like to think. But anyway, leave your general opinions. Here we go. We're just playing beautiful football. And Almiron, if that was real life this season, he's probably putting that home. Like, the man doesn't miss this season. He does not miss. Well, he's been scoring pretty regularly. Guedes. See, what did I say, though? Like, we've already got a goal. And it's kind of like, first and foremost, even our defensive line seems good. Like, we might have our tactics. Like, we've got the good pressure forward. But our defense, and knowing me, this is probably when we'll concede. No, we don't. Pope. I feel like that was going wide, but you never know as a keeper. You want to make sure. But defensively, I think like they're stepping up at the right times, making the tackles, and they're performing very well. There has to be somewhat to your defender's actual ability as well. And that, okay. Liverpool struggled to create opportunity even before those players went off, man, before they got the couple reds. So, yeah, it's an interesting one. That is becoming a strength for us right now. We've got a very good setup. We can defend, but also we're not lacking in creating chances. You could say the goal we got was from a corner, but we're still creating. We've had a lot of shot on target. I'm happy. Let's go pile on. Yeah, pile that on in the next half here. But definitely, I say, like, Fraser's been good, but we don't have someone else that plays the same way as ASM. Yeah, like, say Maximin, he just, okay. Generally go with the the opposition instructions before the match, but also during the match. It's always, we might probably do it next season, I like to keep the staff for the first season. But yeah, generally I like to get a really good assistant. Then I definitely trust his opinions. Almiron being relatively poor. And again, that opinion, Murphy, I want to give him some game time. So really, that gets in. We've got him listed and there's no interest. And he's contracted to 2027. Trippier hasn't been outstanding. He hasn't been poor. Bruno G is probably more quality. Yeah, 6. How are you guys big on rating versus fitness when making your subs? Let me know. Like, if a guy's like 7, would love that. 6.5 in Bruno G, do you think that's a very immediate concern to sub him in terms of not having a good game? We talked about Longstaff. Ideally, we don't necessarily have another really strong defensive midfield player, in my opinion. If you see how he's rated, like, marking's only 11. He's not superb. I probably prefer him like box to box at centre mid. And you look at Joe Linton, he's a bit the same. He's not even, he doesn't have not even anything at DM, so you wouldn't put him there. And that's kind of it. You could test Foyth. You could play him there, and he probably has more, like the attributes there to be like someone who could play. Actually, we signed him as a fullback, but he could be a ball-playing defender as well, like in Schär's role. those generally could play like the DM halfback. So keep that in mind when we're considering changes. Isak he hasn't been outstanding today, and yeah, Callum Wilson. And that sorts that out. We make those 3 subs. And someone gave me a comment to address what I said about 5 subs. You have to make the 5 subs in three changes. If you can't make them all individually, or even 4 times. Like make one sub, one sub, one sub, one sub. If that makes sense, you have to do them within 3 changes. If that makes sense. If I explain, the comment definitely made sense to me. And if you know the rule, yeah. So that probably made sense when I got an injury, when I explained that, because that would have taken 1 change, and I did 1 sub, just to sub a player off early in the game. So that makes sense now to me. So target, just pass that to Semedo, I felt like, really. So now, well done, Trippier. Murphy, show something. Wilson. Dead. Oh, that looked offside. Not what I say is offside. I feel like the replay or the highlight looked offside. You can always tell, but it's still given. That's fair enough. Or you could tell it was at least going to be VAR'd. It's at least going to be checked because it had a little bit of a camera movement. The replay there didn't. But Callum Wilson, that was a beautiful finish. And yeah, you're like, oh, start him. But why not be insanely good goal scorer off the bench? Like, helped it. Whichever way you're going to play him, it helps you win a game. Like, you're not complaining. So here we dropped that down. Yeah, the passing to shorter and tempo to lower. Slow things down. You see the fitness. We do go very, very hard. And also maybe something we'll consider, the press. I do wonder the impacts on, at least you guys, maybe get your feedback in. For what we have set up in our tactics, what really hurts the condition most. So yeah, let me know. But that's the way I'll go about it. It's just slightly more often, but because when we've got 2-0, it's nice comfortable lead we have at the moment. And then Lewis to come on for targets, and generally someone who's a little younger, like someone you want to see progression in, like Olmo. We can rest him. Yeah, we'll go with that. It's like for like, or players to play the same role. Joe Linton, yeah, changes that a little bit. So yeah, we're not even necessarily dominating possession overall, not in most games. But look at this, like XG is not even that in favor of us, but we've created so much more chances, which I'm confident. I'm happy with the opportunities. Willock, I want to see him progress, so we got to give him game time. Well, I would love for him to be a regular. That's dangerous. Come on, guys. I was just wanting to be able to slow things down. But really, was there a negative? Or like what we see here? For me, it was the defense. It was Trippier should have won that header. So, yeah, it's interesting what is the cause of that. Was it my changes? Was it Wolves' changes? Yeah, like it would look bad. It would really look bad to lose it from here. So I think if we're going to play, we might be more cautious. I miss when that was called counter, because cautious feels a bit negative. And I don't mean negative like defensive, but I just don't like that. It sounds negative. But let's, at least, we'll set up that way. So we'll go back to playing more direct at least. Tempo, low. I don't want the tempo too high. Disciplined, and then, do crosses and down the wings. So we can really reflect playing countering style pretty well anyway. And then also, just drop, I think, both guys. You'll see their, like, ratings. You'll see here when we select. It won't really hurt. Oh, we can do defensive inverted winger. I just want to kind of get the best ratings there for Fraser. So there we go. That should work. That should really work. It's the last couple minutes. I'm just like, come on. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. We were able to actually create a corner as well, so. And we had, triple corners? They had 3, we got 9, so. Yeah, we just want to make sure we get that. So that wasn't even, like, wasting time. It was more just setting up. I think setting up a little better in terms of full counter. Yeah. Just to make sure we hold on there. No funny business. The only business we're about is picking up the 3 points. And really continuing to hold this lead. I don't expect it. I'm sure we'll drop points like as we go. And I guess that's the point as well. Doing every game on camera, you're not seeing anything. I know some people get judgmental and can judge when maybe, how do you know they're playing every single game and not reloading? But I hate even talking about that. But yeah, it's really interesting to me. But at least, we're going to be seeing all games on camera. At least, I think I want to play the first season that way. And then, we'll see the overall thoughts. But the main point is, I'd love to keep this up. But that will be the big question if we can. Danny Olmo, I feel like he's going to really start to get comfortable now, especially, as he's getting better, as he starts developing. He's 24, don't expect major growth, but you can't complain when you see those arrows going up. And where we feel like we spent big on him, 50 million, I think he's always going to be maintaining until probably for the duration of this series, I say, until he gets 30, they might start to drop. But he's not going to drop drop below, let's say. Drop below the signing fee. So even if it's a big number, 50 million, I think he's always going to prove to be value from his actual value, but then his output on the pitch. And even Botman, we talked about him. Like, he's got excellent attributes. A couple of his mentals, but they develop. They develop as players gather the experience. So I'm glad his technicals are physicals. Yeah, the technical and physicals, they're really in a good position. Like, there's not too many. Like, he isn't the quickest, but sure. He's not overly slow. He's maybe pushing on it with the agility and acceleration, but defensive quality holds up. And that's unbeaten in 7 games now. I think it's close to being something substantial, but definitely how good we've been, we have to beat, or not beat, we definitely can't lose and lose an unbeaten streak to Frank Lampard. Like, please, come on. No, come on, Everton. Away from home, you never know, though. So, see how we go. And so you guys know what I do with the training. I add these, the match preparation, just a bit extra. If I agree, I'm like, away from home, even though I'm confident to beat Everton, unless I really disagree with the training that's there by default, then I will just add a bit more, and the work on the match tactics still pretty early in the season, add a match review, so that's how we go about it, and that's what I was doing for the last couple of years, and it has been pretty successful for me. I think something we definitely look to prove is the training facilities. I think we need to delve into more of that with the money. Let's see what the board thinks, just to add something extra, let's go facilities. I feel surely have to. And why not the youth? Why not? I can't wait till the youth intake comes around. Are we going to have much thought process behind that yet? Standard March. Wait to see the preview from the head of youth development, good old Steve Harper. Good working with youngsters, judging ability and potential. You could probably get a better youth, head of youth development than him, but former player. Like, there's a feel-good feeling about him, being the head of youth and just having him at the club, I guess. So there we go. Those plans are going to be put in place for the training. That's going to cost 2.8 million and then 4 million for the youth facilities. It's good to have that. Definitely to keep progressing that year on year and just get it to the top tier because, the money will be there to put that work in. So Matt Ritchie. Oh, Matt, I almost forgot about him. I might just put him quickly to the senior squad because when we were trying to sell him, I just almost forgot about him. I think, it's him. It's him and Fraser. Very, very similar types, I guess, because they're wingers as well. Both wingers. Maybe both not the quickest. What's this? Mate, if I agree to use him, he's rated okay, but he's another one ending his contract. We definitely will let him go. So maybe for that reason, I know, I trust, Lascelles, see if he intervenes and is efficient. I'll just discuss it with him and actually... That will turn it. He might forget that I've just put him in the under 21s for a bit, and he'll be a little bit more happier. He won't have the best morale, but and he's even just listed as a fringe player, so just occasional opportunities. But yeah, the fact with Saint Maximin being injured, there's opportunity to give him a chance here and there. But he's another one we don't see too long term. But he's another that's work rate is very solid, and might be able to see that in game. So here we go. Fixtures. Everton. Let's keep our form. Yeah, quite a few opposition instructions suggested. And how are we gonna go? Dan Burn. This is probably where we switch for Richie and Wood to find a spot. Yeah, now Lascelles. Yeah, I think he's probably going to slowly decline, and he's just not finding a spot in the team. Fringe player. Yeah, a good leader, but sometimes you need a bit more than that. You need some quality out there in the pitch, and Botman and Cher have really... It's hard. It's hard for even Dan Burn to break in, and he's relatively pretty decent. I'm just finding such a good combination there with those two, and we're not finding too much of a reason to switch that up. Isak, he's been good. Wilson, sure, he would probably like to get rewarded for coming on and scoring, but why can't he just play that role again? But back to Richie as well. He's not natural as a winger. It's more that left mid and right mid. It makes it quite tricky, but also he could play... Well, even his left back, that's competent as well. So even his better roles and positions is kind of a bit tricky to start him in the team. So we'll head in like this. So point the finger. I know maybe a little boring, keeping things steady. We might go with attackers. Maybe Isak. No, he didn't get hit with that. He's still uncomposed. Didn't get a terrible reaction. Everton, especially their poor form, I'd be disappointed. I know it's away from home, but I'll be disappointed if we don't win this. We've been quite good ourselves, so let's head on into this one. Yeah, as I said, even if it's away from home, they switched their wingers instantly. Clearly, something. A damaged foot. The match just started, Almiron. Come on. What happened that quickly? Oh, Bruno G, what are you doing? What are you doing? And we're lucky. We're lucky, honestly. We'll ignore that for now. Hopefully, Almiron does play through the pain. He looks okay, though. He'll work through it. He's got good work rate. But, yeah. Okay, Pickford's... I was going to say, he's got a good rating. We must have... Yeah, we did have a couple chances. Yeah, it looks like we're creating pretty well. We'll encourage... Won't change much yet. Maybe we'll see in the second half if we need to do a bit more. But it's sometimes you get, you get some of these games that happens every so often where there's not really a chance that's key enough. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Not happy with that. Yeah, pretty poor to be honest. And I won't hesitate to switch to our 2-striker formation if we just are not looking likely, and that could be the case. But before we get too ahead of ourselves, there is opportunity here. Don't let them in. But they could easily... Yeah, sometimes you're just not feeling it. You don't need to wait to the magical 60th minute to do so. But yeah, to just go 4-2-4... Bruno G, he's having a good game. He was having a good game in this one. Joel Linton's 7, and I can't take off Olmo. Sorry, Joel Linton. It just plays out this way sometimes. And yeah, Callum Wilson. That's going to be a better mix. Actually, we switched those two. For the fitting roles. And we'll leave, the default instructions we have for the tactic. And yeah, we shall see. We shall see. Highlight. Let's build up from the back here. But I feel it will need to... Yeah, it won't be easy. It won't be an easy goal. We're going to have to work for it. And target. If you're going to play like that, you're inviting trouble. And Olmo, he's onto it. Really well done. How good was that? And he picks it up again and tries another ball. And he wins. Look at that. Look at that. Bruno G, excellent. Oh my God. No. Almiron. Our attackers have been very poor. And this is where I don't have as much confidence. Like, I'd rather keep Almiron out there, but he's having a poor game. But see, he's only 11 finishing. You can't be surprised at that kind of output. So Matt Ritchie, left-footed. I might try him there. Almiron off for Ritchie. We'll go a higher line. Come on, maybe get stuck in with the tackles. Like, in the battle, like, we did so good there. What Bruno G and Olmo, like, they were doing really good. Everton's not really doing much. We're going to maybe demand a bit more. I know if you get a draw away from home, like, that's not the mentality when you want to win the league. No. That's not the mentality when you want to win the league. Please, nah. I was hoping Chance would still be alive. Chance coming for us now. Everton make a change. Ritchie. Oh, what a touch. Where's the shot, mate? Where's the shot? Show me. Show me you want to play. Bruno G is just moving so well. Maybe this time. Oh, come on. Target. Fraser, get to it, lad. That's going. No. Oh, Isak. This is still alive. Oh, just how this. I feel the annoying thing is I feel we deserve it. I really do, man. Be more expressive. Let's get crosses in. Yeah, let's drop the tempo a little bit. I'm going to try it for this game. You never know. But last year, FM23, I didn't feel right having those two on full, but, highest tempo and going direct as we can. Just Trippier, I think, wing back attack, really look to go through him. Because we know how good he is. Is there like another change that freshes things up? It's like Isak, he's been on all day. Fraser's been terrible. How about Murphy over on this side? Come on. The guys that we're not so confident in, the types like Murphy and Ritchie, like, can you show something, lads? See, that's the issue right now. Progressing towards the future. I'd love guys that are a bit younger but still like talented and like just to show, like, players I'm basically confident in, to be honest. Maybe let's play through the middle. But then just spread a little bit more. That's a tricky thing, man. Might be a gamble. We'll still keep, but we'll go shorter. Like, just a shorter passing game. But, yeah, and have that work ball into the box. It's easy to think about going direct, but maybe try and pass and demand more if there's enough time. It's disappointing. Yeah, I think either way, maybe we weren't just going to score, and I think we're pretty unlucky not to, especially off our player performances. We've got 2 yellows late. I think, frustration creeping in, and we're disappointed not to take the 3 points there. I think we definitely had the opportunity. Yeah, we had the opportunity to take 3 points, and we couldn't take our chances at the end of the day. Got to put the responsibility on ourselves. Yeah, where are we? Like, that felt like a game we should have been able to win. And Man City, I mean, they win their game, they take spot due to goal difference. So that's what I mean. You need to be on, and you can't settle for so many away draws to actually win the league. And I really want to gun for it this season. I think it'll be mad in a way if we're able to win, season 1 and win the Premier League. Another reason Lascelles probably is not getting starts. Come on, you got to show a bit. And Danny Olmo, keep praising him. Training's been excellent. Almiron, I mean, he could have scored for us, but Everton. See, it says Everton hold out for the draw. the thing we take out of that, at least we're like showing we're playing good football. The performance was good. It was more so, yeah, look at Bruno G. It was more so the finishing just lacked, and we're still 8 unbeaten. So we've got to be somewhat happy about that. And yeah, you would notice with the logos, I've still got the logos in the graphics folder, and you would notice, yeah, I've got player faces working and kits. It's just the logos that haven't, which is strange because, as I said, same folder, and other people have got it working. So yeah, it's pretty strange. And I've tried it in different ways, labeling them as logos and just leaving them labeled as they are by default by the file, and that should work anyway. So yeah, maybe it's just on certain. It's weird to say it would on certain PCs. It might not. There might be a little error, but yeah, I don't know. And I've experimented with different preferences. There's only so much you can change graphic wise. So yeah, if you're wondering about that, I said in the first episode there might be some issues on the beta, and yeah, don't be shocked. I'm not shocked at it or worrying about it too much, but more so if anyone watching is wondering if we don't have the logos. As I said, on the beta, it's normal for everything not to be 100%. So anyway, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Get a comment in as well. Leave your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one.